welcome back to the channel. This is a numbers breakdown of Epique Realty versus Real Broker. I know a lot of people out there are the analytical type and you really want to see what it looks like by the numbers, right? And today we're going to break down how it looks like exactly by the numbers. We're going to go a quick breakdown of the commission splits, the fees of Epique Realty versus Real Broker, so you have a general idea of that. And hey, if you came here looking for a full breakdown of the companies, this is not that video. I do have a video up here linked above where I go over everything Epique Realty versus Real. This is more just the analytical thing, just looking at the numbers, so you can have a good sense of what that would look like. And like I said, this is Travis Junty. I'm a licensed associate broker here in the state of Michigan for Epique Realty. If you'd like to look what that would look like for your numbers, all my contact information is down below. Let's just have a conversation to see what that might look like. You know, inputting your real data, your real numbers. And again, this is Travis Junty with the Agent Collab. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little notification bell to make sure you get notified anytime we put out new content. I really do love and appreciate your support. And again, if you have any clients looking to make a move here to Southeast Michigan or looking to move away from Southeast Michigan, I am a licensed agent here. I do pay good referral fees, so I'd love to help you out on that regard. So without further ado, let's just keep going on here. So for this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of look into the computer, kind of give you a good breakdown. It just really helps when you're analyzing that stuff to just really have all this data right in front of you. So you know that I'm not making this crap up. I'm actually giving it to you straight from the source. Of course, if I missed something or if I made something up or if I made a mistake there, by all means, I'm human. Put a comment down below so we can actually have that conversation and see if that's something that we could fix or adjust. Without further ado, let's just keep going on here. All right, so first we'll cover Epique Realty. The commission splits and fees. Epique's commissions 85-15 split, 99 or 149 a month. For this case, I use $99 a month. It can be 149 if you're just an agent and you're paying it by month and you don't care to save money and pay it up front, or if you're not a power agent, so on and so forth. There is a 0.1% transaction fee that is has a cap of 500 per transaction. Also has a cap of 5,000, and once it hits that cap of 5,000, it drops down to 250 per transaction. No franchise fees, no annual fees, no desk fees, no hidden fees. We also have a declining cap feature from 15,000 down to 10,000. That decreases by 1 year for the first 5 years. That's basically our loyalty-based award program, which some people may not advertise when they're trying to get you over to a specific company. Like I said, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. So once you get that at 10,000, that's a pretty amazing benefit. Yeah, so you can pause this if you want and take a look at this. That just goes into more FAQs. I'm not going to cover that specifically on this video. So let's jump over to Real. So here we're looking at agent cap. Really have a full easy spreadsheet to look at. But basically, if you're an individual agent, it would be $12,000 cap. Let's see. Agent shall be charged a $249 joining fee. The brokerage fee is a $750 brokerage fee for each anniversary year, and this is paid out in the first 3 installments, $250. Of the first 3 transactions. Just real quick, I just want to show you. This was updated 8 months ago, so I mean this is up to date as of now. So if it's wrong, just let me know. They have a BEOP processing fee, $30 processing fee per transaction, including personal transactions. This shows what it covers. A revenue share fee, we're not talking about that. Minimum transaction fee, I'm not really talking about that. 85-15, after they meet their cap, they are at 100%. Okay, so here we are, Epique versus Real Broker. And first and foremost, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. Epique Realty is not the brokerage for everyone. I'm not here to try to tell you, like, you have to be at Epique, you have to be at Real, you have to be at LPT, you have to be at Keller Williams. I'm not here to tell you what you should do or what you shouldn't do. Look, we're not the cheapest brokerage out there. If you're possibly a lower producer, whatever it is, Epique Realty is kind of eliminates some of that, right? Because we do have the fees, we do have the transaction fees. So I mean, if you have that kind of low producer mentality, it might not be the fit for you. That's quite the honest truth, and that's quite okay. That's kind of the beauty of it. We don't have your business builder programs or your 100% commission split, stuff like that. I consider ourselves an all-inclusive resort. We have lots of goodies and more goodies coming that actually help you save money. It's been heard that actual agent saving, that average agent savings is right around that $25,000 mark. And no, we are not paying $25,000 per agent to be here at Epique Realty. That's just kind of an average amount. And I know there's people that will say, well, I'd rather have a lower commission than I'll just pay for all this stuff differently that I might need. Yeah, sure, there's that argument, and you might be better off somewhere else, and that's completely fine. With that being said, let's just move on. So here we are. We're looking at the number of transactions. We have 10 transactions. This is just what I kind of had in here. So just real quick, this is right now. This is based off of 450 average price point, 2.5% commission. The numbers don't kind of round out exactly when we're looking at this. Looking at these algorithms here, they don't round out absolutely perfect at 7 transactions. I mean 7 point something, 7 point whatever. So whatever. But this is as close as we can get, and we could certainly, if you have an average price point that is different for your region, we'll just enter those numbers and we'll make those work for your area. But this is, like I said, this is kind of almost a national average. That's crazy that we're talking national average is 450. But we can plug this in to make the most sense for you. Again, all my contact information is down below. We could certainly go over that. So anyways, so here we are at 10 transactions. We have the monthly fee all put in there. That's just annual setup. The transaction fee. We haven't hit our cap on the transaction fee. For it to go less. The annual cap, we haven't hit that, or we have hit the annual cap, and we haven't quite hit the power board. Over here on Real, we have the chime. We don't have to have chime, sir. We can eliminate that if you want. If you want, you can just eliminate $480. Be my guest. The annual fee, that's on your first 3 transactions. For here, I just have it at that. I mean, I don't know if it adjusts for that. I mean, so basically, we're looking at 3 transactions at least. Okay. So if you do less than 3 transactions, then sure, remove a little bit from there. So they have a transaction fee after you cap, that's at $285, and then after Elite, they have a $129, and like I said, they have the BEOP fee at $30 per transaction. So here we're gonna run some numbers here. So at 10 transactions, as we were, I mean, you're paying $20,000 at Epique, and you're paying $14,000 at Real Broker. And also keep in mind, this will change as, I mean, it's just difficult to really change this. Like I said, I can make one. If you're a long tenured agent and you plan to be at the company for a while, we could plug it in for $10,000 or whatever. Not a big deal. We could change that annual cap around and see how that looks. Obviously, there's going to be some savings there. But so this is real time. This is real time looking. We're going to look at 15 transactions. Of course, our cost difference is now at $6,200. We're going to jump this right up to 24 transactions. So here we are at 24 transactions, and this is where it sets off the power board. So now our cost difference is going down where it's actually a benefit to be at Epique Realty, because now our total cost is at $9,438 versus 18,000 at Real. But what we're going to do is we're going to jump it up to 27 transactions, I believe. Maybe not yet. We're almost capping. Where are we capping here? We're not capping. Here we are with the lead agent status at Real. Just one thing, I mean, the lead agent status at Real is pretty awesome. It's pretty epic indeed, right? So how that works is what they do is a $16,000 automatic, cost and stocks that you get back. And they also have an additional $8,000 that you can get back for meeting certain cultural requirements, whether it's national trainings, or if it's training on the Real Academy, for 12 consecutive months. You must not miss any months. But those are the ways. And of course, I haven't been at Real. Feel free to comment down below if I'm missing something. But essentially, that's what you get to get the elite agent status, is doing that. I mean, that's a massive deal. Getting that much stock, that's absolutely true. And now they've already done one transaction at the elite agent. We'll just bump it up to 35 deals, right? So I mean, there's a $15,000 cost difference. I mean, that's a big deal. There's no lie. But what I wanted to do was kind of have some fun with that, right? So I mean, we're going to keep it at the 35 transactions. But what I want to do here is I'm going to slide down to our little thing down here. And keep in mind, and I don't know if I mentioned again, this is average price of $450, and that's an average commission of 2.5%. If you look up here, I think, and that's at I believe I had it at a 2.5% commission rate, just the average. So anyways, I'm going to turn this off for now. Real has introduced basically their mentorship program, which is kind of starting to launch across the different states as they work, which is a cool program. I mean, it's nice to have that option. They have certain mentorship requirements as they had at EXP, where you have to have a certain amount of transactions. I think it was 3 years in a business, and I think 20 transactions during those 3 years, or somebody that was recommended by the company or a broker or whatever. And they have you can actually join a mentorship program, or you can join team. There's a couple of different options you can do there. As if you're joining a team, obviously there's going to be different splits involved. So, certain things that you can do there. So cool options indeed, for sure, for new agents. And just a caveat with Epique, we don't have mentorship fees. We never have mentorship fees. What we have is area leaders. And of course, you might be in an area that has an area leader that just might not be as sufficient as somewhere else. I mean, that's just, but they are vetted by the company. They're vetted by the board of directors. They're vetted by the broker. And most times vetted, the broker has kind of the say in that as well. So there's a process that they go through that they should be, coming from a place of leadership, place of, maybe a team leader, maybe a former broker, whatever it might be. So these are people that typically have the history of being able to, lead agents, right? So that's how that works, the area leader. So anyways, I left that off. So let's say we're going to do a transaction. We have a transaction coordinator. I know a lot of high producing agents have transaction coordinators. What I did is I left these at $350 per transaction. Social Bay, that's basically automates your social media posting. I know many of you might have a social media person out there that's doing your posts and doing that kind of stuff because you want to be hands off when you're a busier agent. You don't want to do all that stuff. This Social Bay is basically it's automating that for you and it's doing that. I know a lot of people that have great success with it. So sometimes it's just being in front of your family and friends, being in front of your clients is a big deal. Canva Pro, I put that in here. That's most people have Canva Pro when they're doing some type of editing or whatever. But like I said, it's only $144. It's not a big deal. Car washes, that's what's making Epique famous, is our car washes. That's just truth be told. We're getting a lot of free publicity off that, so thank you. I appreciate that. Agents from different brokerages. Keep them coming. Roadside assistance. It's not as flashy as car washes, but it's super cool, and that goes for everyone. So this is a total down here, right? $13,600 that you get from this benefit alone. Down here, I just turned off the training because Real has training as well, so I just turn it off. You can minimize this if you want, but hey, listing agent billboard, that might win you an extra listing, and that's at a value of $7,300. Thanks.io. I don't know if you do card programs. If you don't, sure, cancel it off. Not a big deal. We have free CE courses. I just put it at a basic value of $75. Buyer and seller leads. We give you buyer and seller leads that you can work, through your AI software, through our CRM, right? You can work those leads, and that's there's no cut on those leads. What you get is what you get. Over here, I can play with these numbers, right? So up here, we're at 35 transactions. Let's just say you're a listing heavy machine. Typically, when people are doing a lot of listings or a lot of business, they like to lean on listings, right? Some people might be half and half, but we'll just put 25 deals. What this covers is listing photos. This is at a fair market of $150 for listing photos. This is just your signs for the year, just kind of a number I threw out there. Sign install, like I said, all this stuff is free with Epique Realty. Sign install of basically $75 an install. Run your social media ads per listing, and maybe you have some virtual staging you want to have done. I just put this at two virtual staging photos per photo at a cost of $24. Just using Box Brownie for reference in that one. So this here is a total of $7,800. So if you're looking right here, and this is higher than the average agent of $29,992 of savings. This is just based on your business. So that will completely wipe out that cost difference. That will actually make it free for you to do business at Epique Realty. So you got to look at those numbers. That's the thing. We have to look at the numbers to fully understand this. And that being said, what's not included in this total is the dental, the vision, the free CE course, the free headshot. Well, the free CE courses is included. It's all about transparency. Free prescriptions, free headshots, free healthcare, free pet care, click offers, and many more items that I just didn't include on there. So these are things that are just not even included. I just didn't put a value on it just for that sake. So like I talked about, the mentorship program, they do have that now at Real in most states. So let's just say we're going to drop down to 10. We're going to drop this baby down. Let's just say you're a new agent, so you're just working mostly with buyers. You're able to get 3 listings there. So anyways, we're going to turn on this mentorship fee. And what we're doing here, we're doing it at 25%. I know that in the mentorship agreement, they do recommend, in their thing. Obviously it's just whatever they decide, but they do say anywhere between 25 and 50%. Obviously that's decided between the mentor. So I just put 25%. So we have, these are the costs that we have now. As a newer agent coming into the business, your first 10 transactions, right? You are saving, $6,000 on the front end. But if you look here, just for your fees alone, right? You're spending that extra $8,500 on that mentorship. Okay, your transaction coordinator, another $3,500. Of course, you could do it yourself. I did transaction coordinating myself. Was I saving time? by doing my own transactions? Absolutely not. But now I'm saving that time. Now I have my stuff automated, my Canva Pro, my car washes, my roadside assistance. Savings of $13,000, right? You can eliminate this stuff if you want. You can take it off. Either way, you're still coming out ahead. You know, whatever it is that you decide. I mean, here we're saving $1,200 in your transaction costs, right? Photos, signs, install. These are costs that a lot of us just don't have. We don't have this kind of money just laying around to do all this stuff, to put the photos up. I mean, I can't tell you the amount of agents that have had listings and they're like, well, I can't pay for photos. I got to take my own pictures with my phone. That's not a good idea. That's when you don't build that credibility in the field. We'll just do one more comparison. We're just going to do it. This is going to be Epique leaning, right? So here we are at 24 deals. And just keep in mind, right? So I put this at average price point of $450,000. Let's say you're at an average price point of $300,000. Look, it's going to take a lot longer to get cap at both these companies, and then you're also going to have those extra 21 transactions on top of that to hit the elite agent status at Real. So like I said, at Epique, we're literally at 24 transactions or 10 million in volume. Real does have another way to get it too. I don't have that in front of me. It's just easier to put this information in there. Full transparency there, but let's look at this, right? I mean, here we are at a cost difference of we're already saving $9,357. We're hitting our power award status. We have all of our information here: transaction, TC, Canva, car wash, roadside assistance. Almost 10,000 in savings. Here we are, our billboards, our different card systems, our CE courses, buyer and seller leads at 9,000. Then we have our listing photo. Well, we're 24 transactions. We're going to put this at, let's say 15. We're doing 15 deals. And then another 5,000 in savings here for a total of $23,000 in savings, right? These are savings that are here for being an Epique Realty agent. Look, it's straightforward. You have to do the math. If you're a person that doesn't do a lot of deals, maybe you just don't spend a lot of money on different advertising and stuff, look, you're probably better off at Real. You're probably better off at a commission brokerage shop. And that's completely fine. I'm not here to try to, recruit you over to Epique Realty. I'm trying to attract you, trying to show you the numbers, show you the value. And see what it looks like for you as a real estate agent to be here at Epique Realty. And like I said, this is Travis Junty. I'm over at Epique Realty. All my information is down below. Let's have that conversation to see if this might be a fit for you. Like I said, we're just looking at the numbers, man. We're just looking at the numbers, and that's simply all it is. So we'll see if this is a fit for you. And again, I appreciate you watching. If you have anybody looking to move to Southeast Michigan, I really appreciate you reaching out to me. I do pay good referral fees. Love to help you out there. All my information is down below. Once again, this is the Agent Collab. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little notification bell to make sure you get notified anytime we put out new content. I appreciate your time once again. This is Travis Junty signing off.